Evangeline, you're the Wasp. How the heck did that happen?
How did that happen?
Ant-Man and The Wasp teaming up.
Follow my lead.
She seems more intense.
I got a call from my manager saying, Marvel are interested in meeting you to see if there might be some chemistry for this new franchise they want to start called Ant-Man.
An Ant-Man? That's what they called you, right, Hank?
And I laughed out loud and I said, have they run out of superheroes and they're now making them up? Because I had never heard of Ant-Man and it sounded ridiculous.
Was the Ant-Man real?
Just a tall tale.
Right.
And the truth is, my honest reaction was, I don't actually really want to do a superhero movie. But thank you. It's super, super nice of them. And he goes, no, hear me out. Wait. Paul Rudd is going to star in it. And I was like, okay, hold the phone. What did you just say? It's a superhero movie. Paul Rudd's going to be the superhero? Yes, Paul Rudd's going to be superhero said. I'm almost in. Just give me a minute. And so I took the weekend and I watched some Marvel movies. Which is something I'd never done before.
Another!
So I didn't realize that they were reinventing the superhero film trope and that they were actually doing the most amazing superhero movies I'd ever seen. I then was as keen as anybody would be, and everybody should be, to actually become an Avenger.
Was there a particular moment in the movies you were watching where you went, I've got to be part of this?
Yes, the one that sealed the deal was the first Avengers film. So, watching Thor do his thing in his world, or watching Captain America, whoever else do their thing, was very cool. But then seeing them all assembled together, and knowing that if I did this, then I got to do that, that was the clincher. That looked like so much fun. I wanted to do that.
Yeah, it's that shot that goes round them.
Right. Exactly. I was like, I want to be in that gang.
I want to be part of that crew.
Yeah.
How did your kids react?
My youngest, Kahikili, he's now 7, and he came to the premiere. Until he saw the movie, he was giving me a little bit of a hard time. He was trying to play it cool and like, yeah, okay, Mom. I know the kids at school think you're cool, but you're still my mom. And then he saw the movie. And now he's a fan.
I like to imagine it's the moment when you become super, super small, run off the side of a knife blade, and then hit a man that you went, yeah, pretty cool.
I think I am officially the new Blade Runner. I got that from social media. That's not my own joke.
Still.
It's a good one, though.
It's too good not to steal. You accept the role. It's yours. You've met Paul Rudd, and I imagine at some point you've got to try on the costume. Was there a point where you were trying it on where you went, oh, I've made a mistake? Obviously this happens in the second film, but was there a moment where you went,
Was there that post-plastic surgery oh shit moment? Yes, so I made the first one without the suit, and then the second one, I came for my first fitting that was a prototype suit, essentially, that was based off of measurements. And it was beautiful, hanging on a hanger. The design was incredible. On my body, not so much. It was not good. My biggest complaint was that it flattened my butt. And I will not be having any of that.
I'm the same with my superhero suit.
It's important, right? You need your butt.
Absolutely.
I really wanted to honor the original comics in that the Wasp is uber feminine, possibly one of the most feminine of all the superheroes in that world. She was a fashion designer. She changed her costume with her mood. She was, very feminine, and she was also very sexualized, as they all are, really, in the original comic books.
I'd like to get to know that handsome Thor better. Much better.
And I wanted to maintain the uber femininity while eliminating the sexualization. And so I was stoked that my costume covered me from head to toe, arm to arm. There was not an inch of skin showing.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Sonny.
It was important to me that we not dramatically increase my bust size or my butt size. That was important. But I did wear a corset to decrease my waist size to help give that very feminine, curvaceous shape. I'm kind of a sporty girl, so, me and Sporty Spice are a little more straight up and down. Not so much the curves.
Speaking of Sporty Spice, I was going to ask you what the most surreal moments of publicity have been for this film so far. Because you've done a few pretty crazy things. One of them was miniature food.
Oh, yes, that was great.
Evangeline, how long have you been miniature cooking?
Oh, Paul, I've been doing it for years.
So what you're saying is you've just been doing miniature cooking ever since you were small.
That might have been my favorite.
But what about to Michael Douglas singing a Spice Girls song?
So here's the story from A to Z. You want to get with me? You gotta listen carefully.
The one that ended up going totally bonkers online was when I went off about how men are uncomfortable in their super suits because they didn't have to wear high heels and tight waists all their life. Do I have the most comfortable suit in the MCU? Or have men not had the life experience of being uncomfortable for the sake of looking good, and they're just like, what is this? This sucks. Why do I have to go through this? Whereas a woman's like, I don't know, it's like normal. I think that was the one that was maybe the craziest, weirdest one. But I did break down the Spice Girls in front of Michael Douglas, which was not the moment of my career I'm the most proud of.
We got M in the place and likes it on your face. We got G like MC and likes it on the easy beat. Doesn't come for free. She's a real lady.
But hopefully it was entertaining.
Hey, Evangeline, what's your favorite thing about Hong Kong?
Oh, easy. The fans. Clearly.
There's another moment I saw where
Nice.
Paul Rudd walks up to you carrying literally a massive fan.
You. The fans. We love you.
Oh.
And I just thought, that must have been an odd day.
Every day is an odd day in this world. Our promotion has been bonkers.
There is a key moment where you, and I've read up what it actually is called. It is a flying triangle leg choke. When you, I'm trying to think of the correct words for this, come at Paul Rudd,
Oh, you okay? Did I hurt
crotch first, and take him down. Tell me that was you.
It's probably my stunt double because she did it so much better than I did it, but I did do that. I did that to a male stunt double because they don't tend to like me to actually come at Paul with my crotch. There's something in his rider.
I heard that.
But I did do that stunt. And then I did trap Paul in my crotch for the close-up shot of his reaction to that. And there was an awkward shared moment while he was waiting patiently in my crotch for our director to call action, which for some reason would often take unusually long that day. Or maybe it was just that every second was an interminable hour when Paul's face was in my crotch. I'm not sure.
Time to slow down.
Yeah, it was like meditation, really.
What's it like being given direction in the ADR room? Like, I'm imagining you get given reaction noises to say. What's it like with the mask and all the rest?
I love it. My training in ADR happened when I was doing season 1 of Lost. 50% of what I did in the ADR room, additional dialogue recording room, for those of you who don't know, is what we call in the industry breaths and efforts. Running from smoke monsters, running through the jungle, tripping and falling, running across the beach, running into the ocean. I mean, it was always breaths and efforts, breaths and efforts, breaths and efforts. And she did a few fights, and so the breaths and efforts become grunts and efforts. And so I consider myself somewhat of an expert on breaths and efforts. Not so good at the rest, but I'm really good with my breaths and efforts. So the fight scenes, I just really nailed those in the ADR room. I really know how to, I mean, that's what I do. It's my thing.
Hashtag breaths and efforts.
I'm ashamed of myself.
You please do not be. Evangeline, it's been emotional. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Next time, be a little more charming, okay?
Okay, not the first time I've got that note,
Have
actually.
a little more fun.
Yeah,
Just take
like-
it easy.
Yeah.
And undo the top collar button and
Oh, okay.
take a breath.
Next time.
Okay.